Okay. Good morning, parents, family members, HCS staff, district and community stakeholders. On behalf of our Federal Programs Director, Mr. Arthur Blevins, and our entire District Title I team, Sommes Welcome, bienvenue, bienvenidos, and welcome to our District Title I Parent Input Meeting. I am Kimberly Howard, and I'm your District Title I Family Engagement Specialist, and I support all of our family engagement liaisons, or FELs as we like to call them, in our 27 Title I schools. And we are so excited to have you join us today, whether you're joining us live or you're joining us on demand online when we post this video later. We are just happy to have you and happy that you have logged in. And for your information, of course, this meeting is being recorded. What you see on the screen now is the Henry County Schools Compass for the Future. And as we prepare to navigate through our meeting this morning, this compass directs and guides our work by grounding us in the Henry County School Board of Education community-inspired strategic plan. This plan was informed and developed by input of our families and community members at input sessions much like this one. This strategic plan governs our time today as we collectively ensure a high-quality, world-class education for every student. And so, central to our community-inspired strategic plan are our 4 core beliefs. The core belief that steers our work this morning is the second core belief, which states, we believe family and community involvement is critical to student success, and therefore, we commit to fostering connections for families and community to support student learning. And additionally, we want to advance community and stakeholder engagement so that all students, families, and employees feel welcomed and valued. And in supporting student learning and fostering those connections, we also aim to strengthen student academic achievement by jointly developing our District Title I Parent and Family Engagement Plan annually. And we do that, parents, with you, our parents and families of students in our 27 Title I schools, as well as other district and community stakeholders. So the purpose of this meeting is simply to review and revise the district's Title I Parent and Family Engagement Plan for the 2024-2025 school year. And if you have not viewed this plan on our website or at your school, we encourage you to do so at your convenience. It is available on our website, but for easy access, we are putting it in the link in the chat now for those who are on the meeting. Now, before we get started on our input, I want to take this moment to acknowledge those in the meeting this morning and those who support the work of family engagement. They make the difference every day by supporting our families and our programs. Thank you to our federal programs team, some you will meet in just a moment, other district leaders and staff, our Spanish interpreter, and our school FELs. I appreciate your presence and support. And we do have a Spanish interpreter this morning. If you need language services in Spanish, we'll take a moment now to pause and let you identify yourself in the chat. And additional accessibility support is available if you turn on your captions in your settings and select your preferred language. And I will allow our interpreter at this time to interpret that choice for our families. And, yeah.
Can I hear?
En este momento vamos a tomar un momento para verificar si alguien necesita ayuda o asistencia para interpretar en español. Así que si usted necesita ayuda, por favor, se hagan conocidos en el chat que está ahí abajo en la esquina en el derecho.
Gracias. And do we have anyone in the chat that has been identified at all? No? Okay.
Yeah, ma'am.
Thank you. We will continue on. So introducing our federal programs team serves under our federal programs director, Mr. Arthur Blevins, who is assisted by our administrative assistant, Ms. Tiffany Tucker. And also a part of the team that I have the pleasure of working with every day is Mrs. Atkins and Mr. Smallwood, both school improvement specialists. And we also have Dr. Breedlove, who is facilitating with me today, and Dr. Jett, both district instructional lead teachers. And finally, our budget facilitator, Mrs. Hendricks, and our program facilitator, Mrs. Worthy. Truly, we are better together. Federal Programs is just one of the departments led by Mrs. Latrina Coxton, who is the Executive Director of Special Services and Educational Support, under the division leadership of Mr. Antonio Maddox, Chief of Family and Student Support. And of course, I am again Kimberly Howard, and facilitating this meeting in Spanish for those who need it will be Ms. Wendy De Leon. So as I mentioned earlier, in this meeting, we will revise this year's District Title I Parent and Family Engagement Plan for next year, which means we'll be collecting your input around the components in this plan. Now, this plan does three things. One, it establishes the district's expectations and objectives for family engagement. Two, it guides the strategies and resources that strengthen school and parent partnerships in our Title I schools. And three, it describes our commitment to engage families in the education of their children, but also to build the capacity of our Title I school staffs to implement family engagement strategies and activities and programs that are designed to achieve the district and student achievement academic goals. And here's where you come in, parents and families. How do we achieve these goals and objectives in a meaningful way that renders a high impact? How do we achieve these goals in partnership with you? Well, in this meeting, we will use the Thought Exchange. The Thought Exchange platform is a platform where it allows you to share your thoughts, opinions, and ideas. It's been popular and effective for families because you are also able to view and rate other stakeholders' feedback. This will indicate to us which opinions rate most important for our families and parents. And again, if you're joining this meeting in Spanish, we have an interpreter available, and it will be posted on our website. To participate in our thought exchange, you may either click the link that will be in the chat and join from your browser, or you may scan the question QR code on the screen that corresponds to the link and answer the questions from a mobile device. You will be given a few minutes in this meeting per topic to answer your questions. But of course, if you're viewing on demand, you can take as much time as you need. You can pause the video and answer the questions at your leisure. So with the thought exchange, you will click the link in the chat and it will navigate you directly to that question, or you can scan the QR code on the screen. And if you need assistance, please feel free to let us know and we will assist you. Now, once you have logged into the Thought Exchange platform, it will prompt you first to select your language. Then you'll see the Thought Exchange instructions and an introduction page. There will be just a few survey questions before the primary question that will ask for your role each time, and then one or two additional questions. Please answer those each time you access the Thought Exchange question. Then by the second question, I'm sure you'll have the hang of it, and we won't keep you long. There are only 8 questions. So thank you again for your cooperation and your participation. So our first question is about ensuring that all parents and families have the opportunity to share their feedback throughout the year. The Henry County School District provides multiple ways for parents and families to provide feedback and participate in the development of the District Parent and Family Engagement Plan, our Consolidated LEA Improvement Plan, which is our CLIP, and the School Improvement Plans as well. So our question is, how can we continue to ensure that all Title I parents and families in the Henry County School District have the opportunity to provide input on this plan and the district improvement plan, as well as provide additional feedback throughout the year. So our thought exchange question is on the screen with the QR code. So you can take the time now to scan that QR code or join at the link in the chat. And thank you, Dr. Breedlove, for assisting with that today. And so we'll just take a moment. And we will continue. And this will be up until June 28th. So you will have time to always go back and answer additional questions or continue the process if you aren't able to finish right now. So question number 2 is the Henry County School District provides ongoing guidance and professional development to schools on effective parent and family engagement activities and program implementation, as well as technical assistance, training, and other support for school family compacts and school parent and family engagement plans. So to clarify, we want to know, how do we strengthen our schools through ongoing professional development? What do our school and district staffs need to know and be educated on in order to better support our family engagement programs? How do we partner with you as our parents and families effectively? And the question is on the screen now with the QR code. You may scan that QR code or again, click on the link in the chat. You will see 2 survey questions prior to seeing this question in the thought exchange. You will have to select your role again, and that helps with demographic information. And we appreciate you taking the time to answer those demographic questions each time. And then it's also going to ask you what types of activities or events you would attend. So we're collecting other information as you're going to that thought exchange question. And we thank you for taking the time to answer those as well. Our third question: the Henry County School District reserves 1% of the total amount of Title I Part A allocation it will receive for the 24 school year. That was this year. And next year, we will receive another allocation for the 2024-2025 school year. And this is to carry out our parent and family engagement requirements. Those funds that are allocated are in alignment with the school's continuous school improvement plan. So our question is, how can parents and family members of eligible Title I students be involved in the decisions regarding how these funds are spent for parent and family engagement activities? So we have our question on the screen. Scan that QR code. If you're joining us on demand, feel free to pause at this time and give it some thought. Look at those other opinions that have already been entered into the thought exchange. Rate them if you'd like to. See what other parents feel about it. See what they're saying. And if another parent has made a thought or given feedback that you agree with, rate that thought if you'd like. We'd like to know what's most important to all parents who are participating. Okay, and we'll continue. Dr. Breedlove, I think I'll let you take it from here.
Thank you, Ms. Howard. So again, my name is Dr. Katie Breedlove, and it is an honor to present to you as family engagement liaisons, parents, teachers, or other community members. So for our question number 4, You may know that as a parent or community or member or stakeholder, we are requesting your feedback any and every time we get in front of you. You may have some opportunities that you're building to provide feedback, such as in-school surveys, as well as at the end of every parent involvement event at your kid's school. And we also ask in opportunities like this, when we are asking you to help guide and inform our big decisions on the parent and family engagement information that we send out, our initiatives for the future. So for this next question, question number 4, we would like to know from you, our stakeholders, how do we engage more parents, family members, and the community in participating in the annual evaluation? So on your screen, you have the QR code, as well as in the chat, you have the link. But please just take this moment to be transparent, and that is how we can be better informed on how we can best meet your needs. Okay, so moving on to question number 5. We really need to know, how can we get more parents involved? Anyone that's viewing this recording, anyone that has participated in either of the in-person events that we had this spring, or anyone that is just reaching out to inquire for more information, those are active parents. How can we get more of them, more active community members, family members, other stakeholders? We want this powerful information to better inform your students. We want this to get out. So question number 5, how can the district coordinate with schools and community organizations to strengthen communication and enhance the potential opportunities for parent and family engagement, including assistance with successful school transitions? And those school transitions, if you are wondering, those school transitions are pre-K to kindergarten, elementary to middle, middle to high school and beyond. And how can we help support families that are going through any of those transitions? So the QR code is on your screen, as well as in the chat.
Thank you, Dr. Breedlove. Well, we are over halfway there now, so we are already on question number 6. So not only do we want your input on how we can assist you as parents and families through building parent capacity, we also value your input around ways to build staff capacity. So part of our parent and family engagement plan includes steps that we will take to provide professional development and training for our district and school staff on effective parent and family engagement. And we would value your ideas on topics or additional trainings for our staff about ways to effectively partner and engage with families. And so for this question, we are asking, how can schools and the district build those partnerships with parents and community that encourage parent and family engagement? Some examples may be topics such as communicating effectively, ways to include parents and community members in school events, or collaborating with parents to develop plans for assisting students in their academics. So go ahead and scan that QR code or click on the link in the chat. And again, if you are watching this on demand, if you're watching the recording, go ahead and pause and give that some thought, because it's important to us that we really partner with our families and our community in our schools to understand how we can better partner with you. We want to be equal partners with you in your child's education. So how do we do that, families? And thank you for sharing your thoughts and opinions. Okay, so the next topic we need your input on includes the portions of our plan that explain how we will ensure accessibility for all of our families, especially those that may experience barriers that make involvement at the school more challenging. To the extent feasible, the Henry County School District will provide opportunities for the full participation of parents and family members who have limited English proficiency, parents and family members with disabilities or different abilities, and parents and family members with migratory children, ensuring that school information is provided in a format and language that such parents can understand. We would like your input and ideas about ways that we can ensure that this happens. So for the next question, we are asking, how can the district ensure that parents who speak limited English, parents with different abilities, homeless families, and parents of migratory children are included in the full participation of the school parent and family engagement programs? So the thought exchange question is on the screen as well as the QR code, and it's in the chat. However, parents, if this does not apply to you, we still know that you have valuable thoughts and opinions in this area. So we really want all families to participate on this question and really think about ways that we can be more inclusive. And if you think of things later and you want to revisit the thought exchange, that is an option as well. All of this will be available on our website, which we will be giving at the end of this meeting. And you can come back through June 28th, access these questions, access these QR codes, and continue to share your feedback as well as share them with other families. Okay, so we are near the end already. Question 8 is an easy one. What opportunities did you participate in this year, not including this meeting? And if you are watching the recording, yes, you are participating. So we want you to make sure that you count all of your virtual activities, all of your involvement when you were in the school. Schools offer parents and families several opportunities to participate in the academic success of their child throughout the year, as well as opportunities to give feedback. These include parent-teacher conferences, academic parent workshops, literacy nights, math nights, curriculum nights, school governance, etc. So what opportunities did you participate in this year, but not including this meeting? There is your thought exchange QR code, and it's also in the chat. Thank you, Dr. Breedlove. And so take some time. If you're watching the recording, you can pause now and go back to your calendar, look everything up, and make sure that we know everything that you've attended, because we want to make sure that if there are events or programs that parents are attending, we want to make sure that we're continuing to repeat those and share those with the school. Okay, so are there any questions? If we have no questions in the chat, feel free. You will receive my contact information in just a moment. Even if you're watching this via video, we welcome you to contact me or your local FEL to ask any questions that you may have. And again, you can revisit this thought exchange through June 28th. Are there any questions from our participants? Okay, then we will move on. So again, I want to thank you, Henry County parents, families, staff, and community members. We appreciate your participation and your presence on today. Thank you for your time and your feedback. We invite you to continue to visit the Thought Exchange so that you continue to rate others' opinions, or if you think of something else, please come back and share that with us as well. We encourage you to stay engaged and continue forming meaningful partnerships. These are just a few other opportunities on the screen in which parents may participate in. You can scan the QR code to access the annual program evaluation, and that evaluation evaluates our family engagement programs at the school and district levels. So it's going to be a little different with some different questions than the Thought Exchange. That's a separate survey and it's very user-friendly. So I do invite you to fill that out as well and share it with other family members. And then you may find the Thought Exchange questions and codes on our webpage. We are placing those links in the chat. And for opportunities to share your feedback, for school feedback, please contact your local family engagement liaison at your child's school. And all Title I schools do have a family engagement liaison. And again, we want you to share this experience with our other parents and stakeholders that you know. We will take input on revisions for the district parent and family engagement plan through June 28th. So we invite you to stay engaged over the summer by visiting the HCS Family Connections Resource Library online. Summer learning guides are also available and will be linked from our webpage as well. And finally, parents, I know that we have shared a lot. And so if you have any questions following this meeting, I encourage you to visit with your school FEL. And you can also follow me and Henry County Board of Education on X, formerly known as Twitter. And if you scan the QR code or click the link, it will take you directly to my profile. And feel free to forward any questions to my email address as well. And we invite you, please have a fantastic and pleasant day or evening whenever you're tuning in. And thank you. And feel free to reach out with additional thoughts and questions to my email or to the Thought Exchange. Thank you again, Henry County parents, family, staff, and community members, for all those who are online today, for your support. Thank you to our interpreter, Ms. DeLeon. We appreciate your presence, your participation today. Thank you for your time and your feedback. Stay engaged.